Hi, it's Jonathan. We're back looking at guitar, fingerstyle guitar, and today we're going to be looking at bass runs. They just add a little bit more interest to the guitar, and maybe they'll sound something like this. This is what we're aiming for. So hopefully that sounds quite nice. Not as hard as it sounds, but it does take a little bit of practice. So again, we're going to be using the chords G and C. So G is there, and C is there. And then we might want to think about some variations, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so let's start off with that basic G chord, and the finger picking we're going to use is the thumb, which is going to pick the bass string. That's a G note, so it's the E string, and we've got the finger playing the 3rd fret on the E string, which gives us a G note, and then we've got the index and the middle fingers playing the top of the guitar here, the top strings. So the index finger playing the B string, and the middle finger playing the G string, or the E string. It's playing a G note because we're fretting on the 3rd fret. So we've got that sound going on. But what we're going to do with the thumb as well is that's going to be moving a bit more. So that's going to be picking the bass string, but also the D string. So you can see that I'm alternating with the index finger, and every now and then, for interest, we can add in the middle finger. So that's basic finger style. It's not too difficult. That's just how we're going. Now the C chord is very much the same. So again, the thumb is working around the A string, so it's actually a C note in a C chord. So, and we're picking the G string with the thumb. So we've got those 2 notes going, and then the fingers are just coming in, alternating to fill in the gaps. Okay, so that's the theory behind it, but to get from one chord to the other, to add a little bit more interest, there's the G note that we're plucking with the thumb, and there's the C note that we'll be plucking with the thumb for the C chord, but we can run up to it, we can make the notes run up to it, and to do that we pluck the thumb, then we lift off this finger and pluck the A string, then we put it down again to make a B note, and then we go up to the C. So we're actually playing those notes, and then when you finger picking, so there's the run. So I'm alternating with the thumb, and you just need to get a feel of what the rhythm is. And that's going back down again from the C. So I'm just doing the same thing, C note, and down to the G. So that just takes practice, just one to the other, keep practicing. And just one little thing to think about, again to add interest. When you're playing a note here, we're playing the G, the next finger is your index finger. It's playing a B note, which part of the G chord it's the 3rd note. So it's got G is the number 1 note, then A is the number 2 note, then B is the number 3 note. So that's why we call it a 3rd. But what you can do in this guitar shape is to lift it off and hammer it on. So we actually pluck it as an open A, but then we hammer it on. And why would we do that? Well, it just gives it a bit more interest when you're playing. So have a listen to how it should sound. And we can do the same with the C. So the C, we're plucking that nice C note with the thumb, but then the next finger is playing an E note, so it's a D string and it's on the 2nd fret, and we're playing an E note. But if we lift it off, and as we pluck the string, we hammer on, it takes a little bit of practice, but we get that nice hammer-on sound. And we can put them together to make a nice sound. So we've got bass runs going on, we've got finger picking, and we've got these hammer-ons as well. So that's G and C. Now you can do it in other keys as well, so you could try using the chords C and F together, or D and G together, E and A together. Just try fiddling around with those chord sequences and see if you can find the runs and the finger picking, the hammer-ons and the pull-offs to give them that bit more interest. But we'll look at that again another time. Okay, good luck.